So today we are looking at quadratic inequalities. You will have solved quadratic equations in the junior cert cycle and you'll have done it loads of times. So there's nothing new to it except now we're dealing with it as an inequality. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to factorize this, okay? From your junior cert, you should remember two brackets, x and x. Then we need to decide what goes into these two places. We do have an 8 on the end, so we're going to have to use the factors of 8. So it's either going to be 2 and 4 or 8 and 1. And we want to end up with a 2 in the middle, so the ones most likely to give it, or the ones that are going to give us 2 are 4 and 2. So we'll put 4 here, 2 here. Remember, this is all greater than 0. And you can't factorize unless you've got the 0 there. So now we need to put in our signs. Because there's a minus here, that means our signs are going to be different. So we're going to have a plus and a minus. We want to end up with a minus 2 at the end. So the minus goes here and a plus here. When we get this far, there's actually 3 methods to solving this inequality. For each of these 3 methods, we will need a solution as if this was a quadratic equation. So for here, x is equal to minus 2 or x is equal to plus 4. Now we're going to solve this graphically, which is very easy, and I like it because the solution is clear on it and it takes you through a series of logical steps. You have to be confident graphing quadratics, but if you're able to factorize them, then you won't have an issue. From your junior cert, you should remember that when you do factorize them and you get the solution, which I should have put up there, x equals minus 2 or x equals 4, that means that's where your quadratic passes through the x-axis. So this quadratic is going to pass through at minus 2 and 4, and this minus 8 at the end represents where it intercepts your y-axis. So as neatly as you can, you want to sketch the line. Okay, so roughly that's what it's going to look like. And then what you want to do is look again at your inequality. All of this has to be greater than 0. Okay, so that means that it's above the 0. So that's on this side here and on this side here. Okay, so from looking at this picture, at this graph, x has to be less than minus 2. And on this side, x has to be greater than 4 for this to work for that inequality.